All right, I hope you're ready to be scared shitless because that's what's about to happen, y'all. That's what's about to happen. So somebody on Twitter said, commies aren't allowed in this hemisphere, and every one of them should be blown up along with their gravesites. This is obviously in response to Trump kidnapping Maduro and blowing up the gravesite of Hugo Chavez, which is trying to destroy their national history over there. So this is a classic far-right fascist type thing to say. All right, we're ready? This gets darker as we go here. So then when we have Joe Lonsdale replies, exactly. What did you think founding Palantir was supposed to be about? Okay. Now, what's creepy about this? As Joe Ravano Barros points out, Palantir was created to kill communists. Its co-founder says. Joe Lonsdale is not some nobody. He's one of the co-founders of Palantir. Saying, we founded Palantir to help, quote, blow up commies and their gravesites. Now remember, Palantir and Peter Thiel, this is his baby, they are literally snuggling up buddy-buddy with the Trump regime. They are as close could be. They're fucking connected at the hip. They're married at the hip. And what has Palantir been doing? Well, they've been in the business of creating this mass spying apparatus, this surveillance apparatus, which is going to be used by the ICE Gestapo thugs, by the way. They're effectively creating a blackmail file on all Americans. By the way, it wasn't a coincidence that Trump, in his first term, signed a bill which had like a 6 or 7% approval rating, which got rid of all of your online privacy rights. Now, all these companies can share your data freely, willy-nilly. The government has that data as well. They're going to try to do biometric screening on people. So they're going to look for wrongthink in your history. They've already done this with immigrants, where they're like, we have to vet your social media before you come in here. If you criticize Trump, sorry, we don't want you in this country. If you criticize Israel, sorry, we don't want you in this country. And what has Palantir been used for? Like a lot of these other AI companies, they've allegedly been used in Gaza to help do the genocide and the ethnic cleansing. And there's also a way for the Israeli government to pass the buck when it comes to responsibility and consequences, where they say, no, there was no individual drone operator that murdered all those hundreds of thousands of innocent Palestinians. No, that was up to this AI program which made the decisions for us. So there was no human that was picking the target. So you can't say the humans are guilty of any kind of murder. It's on the machine. So even if we got it wrong, it wasn't us, it was them. It was the machine. So you see what's going on here? They're depersonalizing war. They're passing the buck to Palantir. By the same token, imagine a complete surveillance state, no freedom, no liberty, complete authoritarianism, and a company like Palantir is the one collecting the data on you, and they're openly saying, we support killing leftists. And let's also be clear, they say commies. Make no mistake about it. You think these people make a distinction between, oh, wait, that person's a communist, but this one right here is actually a social democrat, and this one right here is actually a liberal democrat. No, they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. You're all the same. You're all the same. If you're fucking left of Attila the Hun or Genghis Khan, you're the same to these people. And so that's what we have to look forward to now. This is what Trump is ushering in. Again, it's not a coincidence that he decided zero regulation, bro. Zero regulation of the entire AI industry. Wanted to ban regulation. He signed an executive order, banned it for like 10 years. No regulation. Even the states can't regulate it, even if they want to regulate it. Even though we've already lost 34% of entry-level jobs because ChatGPT has taken those jobs, right? This is where we're at. And so now we have tech overlords who are spying on us, who are collecting data on us, who are going to use that to fucking blackmail us, who are going to use that to take you down a couple pegs, might make it harder for you to get a job, for example, right? This is where we're at. This is where we're at. And these same people who helped to turn the genocide in Gaza to a more, efficient model, efficient, streamlined model to do the genocide and do the ethnic cleansing, they're now married at the hip to the U.S. government. The U.S. government, which just gave tens of billions, $100 billion, I don't even know the exact number, to create Trump's ICE Gestapo thugs, hire a bunch of criminals. NSPM 7 is in place, as you all know. That's them just announcing to the world, yes, we are trying to criminalize disagreeing with Trump, disagreeing with MAGA. That's what we're trying to do. We are codifying that we're no longer looking for ISIS terrorists, Al-Qaeda terrorists, people who actually have a track record of this sort of stuff. No, now we have our sights set on all these left of center groups. I mean, they're literally going after like Act Blue, the fundraising apparatus for Democratic politicians. Just like standard run-of-the-mill, like Media Matters. They've targeted people like this. There's literally just a group that like watches Fox and quotes them verbatim and like posts their clips. And, you know, people laugh at it because they say stupid shit. And they say, oh, this is like radicalizing. This is like terrorist adjacent. This is like, we got to spy on you. We have to fucking keep a file on you. We have to come after you. We have to fucking wage lawsuits against you. This is where we're going. This is where we're going. And by the way, isn't it ironic that you have Alex Jones, who warned about this sort of shit in the late 90s and early 2000s, warned about, you know, the Patriot Act. This is like the Patriot Act on steroids and human growth hormone. How they're going to take away your rights, going to take away your freedom. They're going to put you on a fucking list. They're going to make it impossible for you to live day to day. They're going to create these machines which take over. They're going to, the oligarchs are going to take away your rights. All that is happening. But since it's Trump and MAGA and right-wingers oppressing left-wingers, now he supports it. Now he defends Peter Thiel. He still defends Donald Trump. So all those predictions have come to pass, but now he supports the oppression. He supports the authoritarianism. He supports the fascism. He supports the co-founder of Palantir openly saying, like, yeah, we're trying to kill leftists. Like this, our whole fucking AI company, at the core of it is, we want right-wing authoritarianism to take over. We want to make money in that system, and we want to fucking make the left extinct. We want to destroy the left. So understand what we're dealing with here, man. Understand what we're dealing with here. And all the warning signs were there, bro. The Peter Thiel warning signs. I mean, how many times can that guy give an interview and it looks like he just learned how to speak yesterday? He acts like a fucking alien, right? His face is like weird and oily and wrinkly, and he stumbles over every single word that he utters, and he refuses to even say when he's asked, do you want humanity to survive? Or are you on Team Human? He fucking can't answer that question and eventually says, yeah, kind of, but what he wants is transhumanism. What that means is we all become cyborgs. AI takes over us. You put chips in our brains and shit. Like Elon Musk killed like hundreds of monkeys doing that shit. These guys want to put those chips in our brain. They want to download your consciousness. They want you to be superhuman. And then what are you guys going to do with the humans when you create these superhumans? What are you going to do with them? We know. They think nothing of us. These motherfuckers are openly saying we want AI to take your job, and we're also destroying the social safety net at the same time, which means what? What are you supposed to do? You can't pay the bills. There's nothing for you to do. They want you to fucking die. And now the other co-founder's going, yeah, that's what we want to do. Especially if you're on the left, that's what we want you to do. So I know it sounds hyperbolic. I know it sounds extreme, but this is what we're dealing with these days. These people are demonic. They are absolutely demonic, and their agenda is demonic, and they will stop at nothing until they achieve it. And now they're all saying the quiet part loud. That's what's happening.
Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.